You're watching Fox 10 News.
And Diane Ryan is checking into the business of bartering. These two are not connected.
No.
Unless she's checking into the business of battering, and then, batter on a
on
fried
like
chicken
fish or something.
What are you standing behind? What are you standing behind a tree for?
Well, I'm trying to make a point here, Rick, in case your trees need trimming and you can't afford it, say you don't have enough money or you don't want to use the credit card. A lot of people are trading or bartering for it. We met a couple of professionals who are doing it. Works for them. Will it work for you? We will show you how it works coming up.
It's time for Money Matters, and you know it does.
It does matter, especially nowadays, because money's pretty tight around everybody's house lately.
Yeah, it's tight everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, small businesses, a lot of them are seeing a decline in their business due to the declining economy.
And this morning, we're going back in time and seeing how some people have turned to bartering. Do you know what bartering is? Where you have a service
Trading.
to offer and I have a service to offer.
We trade, right?
And you trade, yeah. Like say, if you're in the restaurant business, you offer maybe a pizza to me, and I would be. What business would I be in? The talking business. You know what I mean. Service for service rather than money.
Right,
yeah.
right. Well, Diane Ryan is live with more on the bartering businesses. Hey, Di.
Hey, good morning. You know, a lot of people use bartering or trading in good economic times, but when times are lean like they are now and cash isn't so plentiful, a lot of people are turning to it. And it's not just people like you and me, it's small business people, and they are finding that it not only works for them, it has helped their business. We talked to two people this morning about theirs. Pullman is a busy dentist, voted one of the top docs in the dental field. His chairs are filled, but not everyone is a cash-paying customer. He barters his services.
Anything a patient would need, fillings, crowns, checkups, orthodontics, implants, anything we offer here.
Instead of cash, he gets barter bucks or trade dollars, so he can exchange for services he needs.
There's so many different members of the trade exchange that if there's something you need, you name it, you look it up in the directory, and there's something for it. We do carpet cleaning, window tinting, we've used a locksmith. I rented a limo bus for my daughter's 10-year-old birthday party. They took about 16 girls around.
Florist Terry Robinson is in the same bartering network. She's one of 550 members. She uses it to keep her delivery trucks rolling.
I need maintenance on my cars, and it just seems like a good fit for my business. It gives me a new aspect to my business, whereas I have all these people from the trade that come in. I would have never had them as customers had I not been in the trade.
She also uses it for healthcare needs. Her doctors and her dentists all barter. Bartering helps her bottom line. Less cash goes out, and she's gotten more clients into her Flora boutique in Chandler. But she does find herself working harder.
I do, and I do the work because that way I don't have to pay an employee to do it. So I do work a lot harder to do it, but it just seems to be just such a smart thing for a business person to do.
Arizona Trade Exchange makes it easy for Terry and Dr. Pullman to barter. Rob Miller runs it. He's the banker. He processes floral arrangements and root canals.
He'll earn trade credits, which he'll then use with anybody within the trade exchange, not necessarily the person he did the root canal for. He may take those trade credits and by printing or by advertising for his business. So instead of the traditional one-on-one barter, where it has to be an equal barter, we take that out of the equation by acting again as the banker.
While bartering works for Terry and David, it may not be for everyone. So is bartering and trading good for you? Well, here's a couple of questions you may want to ask yourself. The first one is you need to have a solid cash business yourself, because trade will not replace cash. You're still going to need it to pay bills. The second question, are businesses that you would barter with, are they in your area? Because if they're not, that's not going to be helpful to you at all. And do those businesses have what you want or need? And the last question, bartering will bring in extra business for you. That's what everyone says. Do you have the time and the money to be able to handle all of that extra business you're coming into? And Rick and Andrea,
yes,
that is one of the things a lot of people say that they have enjoyed about bartering, is that it has brought in business to them, because the network that they are with, which is about 550 different businesses, those business owners will come and get a root canal from Dr. Pullman, or have flowers sent from Robin. So it's really interesting. They do get the extra business, and they said right now they can really use it. But a lot of these people started back in the early 90s doing this bartering, and they said it's just really has paid off for them in the long run.
They started before the economic downturn.
Even before, but they said they really like it right now because it has really made a big difference for them right now. Because they probably would have lost a lot of customers, but because of all this bartering, people are coming in.
All right.
Okay. Thanks, Diane.
Yeah, when I started,
gotta get creative.
When I started my career in broadcasting back in the 60s and 70s, the radio stations were very much involved in that type of thing.
A lot of things were on a trade-by-trade
Sure.
basis.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.